We mentioned at the start around, I think it's kind of easy to understand how the cost of development when you've taken your approach is obviously considerably more than kind of mainstream wholesale, mass market, potentially unethically sourced clothing. Could you dive a bit deeper into the costs, and like if someone wants to kind of replicate this model in their kind of home country or home city, what can they expect when they look at kind of this is the sustainable clothing business model? What impact does that sustainable methods have on profit and costs?
Well, I think that in terms of costs, typically it would be more if you're comparing it to a mass market fabric. However, from a profit perspective, I think that there is such value in, and I want to talk about profit actually from a perspective of brand value as well as the product value itself, because those are two different things, but they actually combine to form your entire profit. Now, if you've got, if you look at your costing from a sustainable business model, will be higher. If you create something that's inimitable or that's so unique and distinct or is pioneering innovation within your ecosystem, then the product has value, much more value than, competitors who are only competing on price. And at the same time, you're able to leverage a brand value when you share that story. So with time, your profits end up increasing and you'll end up in a more sort of contemporary market. I try and make Lilabare as accessible as possible. At the same time, educating people on, I've worked out the timeline at which sustainable fashion pays you back, compared to fast fashion. So the average is 18 months. And if you look at it from a perspective of if you're buying a £15 shirt, let's say, from a fast fashion retailer, within 3 months, maybe 4 months, that shirt is kind of disintegrated in some way. It's not wearable the way you intended it originally because it's discolored, disfigured, torn apart, whatever it is. It's not meant to last. So you end up over the course of these 18 months buying a shirt every 3 months for £15. Now, if you spend £90 on a sustainable brand like Lilabare's shirt, that, we offer free repairs for life on all of our products, but we also provide for our international customers extra materials to repair their item. We do restorations as well. So your product was going to start paying you back in value at that 18-month period. And then you start spending less on fashion than you did if you were to be in fast fashion.
It's a really good way of looking at it.
No, I was just going to say that it really is so much about shifting that customer mindset, but also remaining competitive. And, when we're talking about profit and cost, your profits will go up in the long run. And it is a long-term game. However, I think that window is actually becoming shorter for businesses as culture is shifting to be a lot more demanding of consciously made, transparent, regenerative fashion.